Hi, second grade friends. It's Miss Williams here. Today I'm going to be reading you a biography about Jesse Owens. This is a Little People, Big Dreams biography about Jesse Owens, written by Maria Isabel Sanchez Vergara, illustrated by Anna Katharina Jansen. Little Jesse was the youngest child of the Owenses, a humble family of farmers from Alabama. He was the 10th and last of his siblings. But when his mother called for dinner, he beat everyone else to the table. Wow, readers, that's a lot of brothers and sisters. At school, no one could catch him. His gym teacher was so impressed that he asked him to join the track team after school. But Jesse had to run to work repairing shoes and delivering groceries to support his family. So he's helping his family by getting a job after school. Of course, that didn't stop Jesse. He decided to practice in the morning when the sun was rising and everyone was still in bed. Looks like he might have a little friend here. He was determined to become the best athlete in the world. Whoa. Jesse's first lesson was to imagine that the track was on fire. Even though that wasn't true, it helped him to develop his own elegant running style, keeping his feet off the ground as much as possible. I'm wondering how he's running if he's keeping his feet off the ground. He entered Ohio State University, where everybody called him the Buckeye Bullet. Jesse became the first African American captain of the university team and the first who had to work as a lift operator in order to pay for his schooling. So just like when he was a kid, he's getting a job to help support himself. Looks like there he's running off to work. Despite Jesse's success on the track, he had to wait for his teammates to take showers before he could wash himself. All around him, life was separated by Black people and white people. Readers, give me a thumbs up if that's something that you've heard about before. Different people being separated. We're going to be thinking about that as we finish the story today. During one single championship, Jesse set 3 world records and tied a 4th in only 45 minutes. It was one of the most celebrated moments in the history of sports, and a good chance for Jesse to prove himself before the Olympic Games. So this is showing us how fast he ran. 100 yards in 9.4 seconds. He jumped 8.13 meters. It's a pretty big jump. He ran 220 yards in 20.3 seconds. And he ran 220 yards with hurdles, so he's jumping over these, in 22.6 seconds. Wow, that's fast. The Olympics were held in Berlin, Germany. In 1936, the country was ruled by a terrible man named Adolf Hitler. Hitler believed that white athletes were superior or better because they were white. Jesse won a gold medal and stole the spotlight from Hitler's hateful regime. More than 110,000 people stayed to watch Jesse win 3 more gold medals over the next few days. He was an Olympic hero, the fastest man in history, but still a humble person, happy to hug his toughest rival. He's showing good sportsmanship. He's not bragging about his winnings. When Jesse arrived home, there was a dinner in his honor. As soon as he got there, he realized nothing had changed. He could not even use the main doors to reach his own reception. Let's think about that, readers. So they're throwing this big party and a dinner for him to celebrate that he won so many medals at the Olympics. But when he gets there, he can't go through the front door. He has to go through this other door that says servant. What do you think about that, readers? How do you think that's making Jesse feel? Sadly, soon after, no one remembered Jesse's amazing achievements, and he had to take any job to make a living. He worked at a gas station. There he is. Toured with a jazz band, and even accepted a race against horses. These don't sound like jobs that are the right fit for a man who just won a bunch of awards at the Olympics. He had retired when he finally got his most valuable award, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest honor for any American. No athlete embodied the struggle against injustice and racism more than Jesse. And every time the Olympic Games take place, little Jesse is remembered, the humble boy who fought the wind and sought out new sights, running just on the strength of his feet and the courage of his lungs. And then in the back of the book, readers, we see some real pictures of Jesse. Looks like maybe he's here with his family, running. So this is what he really looked like. This is a biography about a real person named Jesse Owens. Thanks for listening to my story today, readers.